Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is a reading to find out in what circumstances will Donald Trump leave office. In what circumstances Donald Trump will leave office. I'm going to do this simple. It's going to be a 5-card reading, and I'm using the Spellcaster's Tarot. And if you'd like your own personal consultation, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. So let's see. In which circumstances will Donald Trump leave office? So let's find out. I'm going to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's going to be happy. When he leaves, he's going to be happy, and there's some sort of offering to him. I would say he's going to be pardoned. I think Nixon was pardoned, if I'm not mistaken. So there's 2 major arcana cards. There's 1 queen. There's the 8 of cups. Okay, let's start. This is the central issue. I don't know when. Okay, cannot give you timing. This is in which circumstances. In which circumstances will he be leaving office? Now there's the death card. Don't panic. It can be that it's, it could be actually physical death. I really hope that's not the case. And usually the death card doesn't mean actual death, okay? So relax, okay? But it will be a huge, big transformation. When there's like a big, huge transformation, either in his life or in circumstances around him, this is the time when he will leave office. Now, it could be that he's sick. He's an old man, so he's an older gentleman, so he might be ill. It could be that. So for health reasons, he might leave. Or when there's like this big transformation around him. So at the root, there's the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups might represent a woman, because this is a woman in her late 30s or after the age of 40, from a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. So this usually denotes a compassionate and kind woman, someone who's very intuitive, someone who is emotionally grounded. I would say intuitive, very intuitive, so psychic, even psychic type of person. Someone who gives good advice, someone who has boundaries around her, but is compassionate and kind, and able to provide emotional support to others, able to provide emotional support to him. However, in this card, you see the woman, the cup, she places the hand on top of the cup. She's saying no to the love. She's not sharing love with him. So this is a kind woman, but she's not sharing love with him. I just had a thought. I think Melania is a Taurus. But I'm focusing on the fact that this woman has dark hair, and Melania has dark hair, and she is after the age of 40. I'm thinking that maybe around the time, if this happens around the time when Melania decides to divorce Donald Trump, around the time that Melania decides to divorce or leave, Donald Trump for good, this is the time he might leave office. This is a way of reading it. Another way is that there's a woman surrounding him that no longer is giving love to him, is not supporting him, emotionally supporting him. And that's the time when he decides to leave. He might be ill, and she might not be supporting him in his illness, and this is the time where he decides to leave. Now, the past influencing the present and the future, you have the 8 of Cups. Many times in the past, he felt the need to leave. Many times in the past, he felt the need to leave. Also, the 8 of Cups is like going from one way of one life and moving on to a different life. This is what happened to him, when he won the presidency of the United States of America. This is what happened. He left an old life behind and he started a new life. But ever since then, until now, many times he thought, I need to leave, I need to leave, I need to leave, I need to jump, I'm sick of this. Now, what's in his mind, or that which he concentrating on? The Wheel of Fortune. There will be big changes around him at the time when he decides to leave, if indeed it's his decision. So at the time when he's leaving, things around him are changing. Now, it could be a divorce, it could be someone who is no longer supporting of him, emotionally supporting of him. It could be politically, things might be changing around him. There might be a very important woman, even politically, who no longer supports Donald Trump. Who that person is, I have no idea. It could be someone in a family who no longer emotionally supports Donald Trump. I mentioned Melania, it could be anyone else. It could be someone, again, politically, who no longer supports him. This could even be like Republic Women, as an organization. I don't know if it exists, but an important woman with black hair. I'm thinking Melania, but there's like big changes around him. Big changes around him at the time that he decides to leave. Or I don't think he's forced to leave. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you this. Okay. For those who don't, and then the outcome, it's the Knight of Cups, and he's happy. Look at him. Look at this guy. It's like leaving brings health back into his life. Leaving this office will make him feel as if he's joyous. Oh my God, as if he's like a kid again. That's how he'll feel when he leaves. Also, the Knight of Cups is, he might do a trip across the ocean to celebrate the fact that he no longer is president. This card is also a gift given. So he is given something. I'm thinking pardon. Okay, I think, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me. I'm not an American, I'm a Portuguese person. When Nixon had the impeachment, he was not impeached, right? But he was pardoned, right? He was pardoned by the next president, who was Jimmy Carter, right? Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking the same thing will happen with him. He might use he might use the excuse, I don't feel healthy. So around the time, it could be like several things at once. I'm thinking about November. I think November there's new elections, so that type of thing. If there's like a very big political change around November, because you have elections, USA has elections, coupled with an important woman leaving him, could be Melania, or politically, some woman politically no longer supporting him with health challenges. All of that coupled, he might use all of that as an excuse to leave office. Or he just decides he does the full 4 years, because the death card, it's the number 13, and 13 equals 4 years, equals 4, therefore 4 years. So he might do the full 4 years. Don't hate me. Then he leaves. Then he decides to, like, I'm free, I'm liberated. No long, and he might have some sort of, someone might give him something, someone might offering something in order to make him leave. Because honestly, I don't think he's going to be impeached. I'm sorry. So it might be either there's something very big around him that's changing, therefore he needs to leave. He no longer has the support of someone important in his life. There might be a divorce and he leaves. Melania might wait the full 4 years in order to divorce him. So another 2 years and a half, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or it could be like I said, something around him that changes, and then he leaves, and he might use, I need to take care of myself, I need to heal myself, so I can no longer be here. And he might be pardoned if there's some, the legal troubles and everything connected with Russia and all of that. He might be pardoned by the next president, or he waits to fall for years, and he might be given something in order not to return as a candidate for the presidency. So he might be given something, someone offers him something in order to don't come back, don't be president again. So it might be 4 years. Okay, I don't know what it is, but someone is leaving. I think Melania is leaving within the next up to 2020. She'll be leaving, I would say, because the next will be in 2020, right? So the next election will be in 2020, and it will the next presidency term will begin in 2021. So up to 2020, I would say, correct me if I'm wrong. You can come back and you say, "Oh, you got it wrong." Melania might leave. Melania might divorce him. So up to 2020, I would say. Now we are 2018, so it's a worst case scenario for those who really don't like him there. It's another 2 years and a half. Yay! I'm sorry. Okay, so that's it. This is the reading that I have. If you'd like something similar, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please don't sue me. I have no idea. I'm just reading the cards. Okay? That's it.